Hi, I'm Gary White for Channel 6, Central Kentucky Television. I'm here with Terry Lawson, who is with the American Cancer Society, and we're going to talk about the American Cancer Society Relay for Life events that are going to be coming up for Marion County, Washington County, and Nelson County. And as we're recording this, it's mid-May, and historically the Nelson County Relay for Life has occurred in mid-May, usually on Mother's Day weekend. But this year it's been changed, and you're going to be actually doing the Nelson County Relay now on June 30th. Is that correct?
June the 30th, yes, sir.
Okay. So tell us what happened. What made you decide to do the change this year?
Actually, the volunteers, every Relay for Life event is very volunteer driven. So the volunteers are the ones that make those decisions. So last year, Nelson County decided to change venues, and they went to the fairgrounds, and they really liked that location. So they wanted to go back there again this year. There were just some conflicts with dates to be able to have it there because, of course, the fairgrounds holds a lot of different things there. So there was a conflict on the date. Also, we thought that maybe traditionally Mother's Day weekend is also prom weekend. So maybe our attendance would go up just a little bit if we weren't also competing with prom, because we know how prom is. It not only affects the students, but it also affects the parents that are getting the students ready and taking the pictures.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So it's going to be on June the 30th, and it's going to again be at the Nelson County Fairgrounds, right?
Yes, Nelson County Fairgrounds, starting at 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock?
Yes.
And last year also, might have been the second year we went to one day, or because traditionally it was Friday night and Saturday, but last year they moved to venues, and also that's the first time that was just the one day?
Actually, I think it was before that. Several years ago, we lifted that standard of Relay for Life going overnight, and so volunteers took advantage of that and shortened their events to usually ending around midnight. And I think for the last couple of years, Nelson County's event has been ending around midnight.
So it will be 2 p.m. on Saturday the 30th, going into about midnight.
Yes. Yeah.
And again, if you're not familiar with the Relay for Life, it is an event that includes teams. So people from the community create their teams, and you're still taking registration for teams, right?
Yes, we are. We will take registration for teams all the way through the day of the event. The website to register your team is relayforlife.org/NelsonKY. So you can go to that website and register your team. Your team members can then register on your team. You can take online fundraising at that website, or you can do on-site fundraising at the event and anything leading up to the event as well.
And all the proceeds do go back to the American Cancer Society
sir.
Go into research, correct?
Research, programs, services, education, prevention, just a lot of different things that we do, but our mission is to save lives. So the number one way to save lives is through research for life-saving treatments.
And as we mentioned, there will be another Relay for Life event that's coming up, and Marion and Washington counties again this year will have a joint relay event. That will be on the 23rd of June, and that will be again at the Lebanon Springfield Airport, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
And that was a great venue last year as well.
It was. I wasn't able to come to the Nelson County event last year. Drew Underwood was our community manager there, and he certainly had it under control along with the volunteers. But I did get to go to the one at the airport. And as far as I know, that event is the only event in Kentucky that is held at an airport. It was a very exciting change. Just all kinds of fun stuff going on there. Also, they had plane rides, which they're going to be able to do again this year. That was the exciting part about it. And there are going to be some remote control jets there. A lot of fun.
And again, that will start at 2 o'clock?
That one starts at 12.
That starts at 12.
12 noon,
okay.
Yes, sir. And we are still accepting team registrations on that up through the day of as well. So, a lot of fun. And there was a huge crowd last year. I know you said that you were there last year. We probably missed each other while we were there, but a huge crowd, and it was a lot of fun. Come out and join us. Both events are a ton of fun.
And for registration for that one, what's the...
Registration for that one is Relay for Life /Marion KY.
Marion KY. Okay.
Yes.
But that is a joint Marion and Washington County again
Yes.
for this year. And again, all the proceeds will go to a good cause.
A great cause.
Absolutely. So anything else that people need to know about these events that are coming up for us here in Central Kentucky?
The only thing I would say is, it's a great opportunity for our communities to join together to fight back against something that affects. You can't hardly find someone that hasn't either been affected directly or indirectly through a family member or a friend. So it's a great way to come together as a community and fight back against something that affects us all, and be able to raise funds, and hopefully one day we will see a cure or cures for all the different kinds of cancers that we see. It's a great opportunity. Also, it's a great opportunity not only to have a team and to help with fundraising, but it's a great opportunity to be a volunteer for our event. American Cancer Society is 100% volunteer driven. That means that the fundraising comes from our volunteers. There's no way that as staff we could go into these communities and raise money the way that our volunteers do. So we're always looking for volunteers in every event that we have. It's a way for you to be able to give back to your community. Also a way to hone those leadership skills and come in and just be able to give back and to lend your skills and your efforts and your passion to what we're doing. So we're always needing new volunteers as well.
Absolutely. And if somebody is interested in volunteering, who can they contact in order to become a part of either getting the events coordinated or just any information they need?
Sure. At the website, you can contact me directly if you want to, and I will actually give out my email address and my office phone number if that's okay.
Absolutely.
My email is Terry, Terrie.Lawson, Lawson, @cancer.org. My office phone number is 270-745-1967. Also, we obviously have volunteers in these communities. Stacy Phelps is the event lead right here in Bardstown in Nelson County. In Marion and Washington counties, Lisa Sandusky and Drew Underwood are the volunteers there. So even though Drew doesn't work with us anymore, he's still heavily involved in several of the events that he managed at one time. So great way to give back. Please contact me or Stacy here or Lisa or Drew in Marion and Washington counties, and we will definitely ask you some questions and put you to work.
And mark on your calendar for June the 23rd for the Marion Washington County Relay for Life starting at noon at the Lebanon Springfield Airport. And then a week later on the 30th, it will be the Nelson County Relay for Life at the Nelson County Fairgrounds starting at 2 p.m. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Gary. I appreciate you having me.
Absolutely. Again, I've been talking with Terry Lawson with the American Cancer Society. This has been Gary White for Channel 6 Central Kentucky Television.